things get ready.
Good evening, Kevin. Well,
What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Beverly. That three off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Here's Doncic. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic with it. Inside. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got the opening field goal of the game for the Mavs. Outside Leonard. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Doncic feeling it out. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now here is George. Beverly up top. Richardson cover. Richardson against Beverly. Shoots it up. The shot misses. Nice D from Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. Richardson for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Beverly wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. A pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Leonard. That's tipped. Hardaway against George. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Leonard with the bucket.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Over George, and Doncic gets it to go.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Now, here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Beverly against Brunson. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Cauley Stein dishes to Reddick. Beyond the arc, and it's sent back by George. Leonard the pass to George. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Redick kicks to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. Paul George grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Redick. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good.
An incredible defender. Paul George combination of quickness
and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Batum in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick passes to Brunson. High post, Cauley Stein. And it's blocked.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Now, here's Batum. Jackson kicks to Kennard. High post, Zubac. Back to Kennard. Passes it to Patterson. Launches it. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Down low. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket for Marjanovic.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside Jackson. Kennard against Redick. Outside for Jackson. Takes a 3. Zubac, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Brunson finds Marjanovic. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brunson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Batum. Here's Jackson with the 3. They get it again. Pass to Redick, and stolen by Patterson. Inside, here's Jackson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Feeds it to Redick. And he lobs it up. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Stolen by Jackson.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
55 seconds left in the first half. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Zubac. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Marjanovic.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Kennard on the wing. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got 5.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas again missing. The 3 from George.
And it's just encouraging to see Luke.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by... And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Boban Marjanovic. He's really playing well.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Richardson, good. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Now George, after Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. George dishes to Leonard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic outside to the inside. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard kicks to Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 8. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The 3. The Clippers keep it alive. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Powell kicks to Doncic. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now, here is George. 6 points for him. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 9.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
1:29 left in the third quarter. There's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Powell.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is George. He's got 9. Count the basket. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
George against Doncic. Now here is Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Leonard with the steal, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard for the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And they're moving it up. Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score. Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Patrick Patterson, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. And there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at center.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
To the middle, it's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up, pushing it up. And it trying to get open. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Jackson. And they call the fouls. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. They are just killing them on the interior.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Redick, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Kennard against Redick. Jackson passes to Kennard. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Patterson can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Outside Jackson. Stolen by Brunson. And now they decide to foul intentional. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Doncic passes to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Clippers leading by 4. Now Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
And he commits the intentional foul. So for the Clippers. .151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the dunk by Powell.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Fast break, Dallas. A pass to Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Yep, it counts. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
And George kicks to Leonard. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Richardson. Back to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Doncic against Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Ibaka down low. Richardson covered. Good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Doncic against George. For 3. Doncic, no good. Beverly, the pass to George. To the paint. And here's Leonard from 3. Off target with that shot. So it's Los Angeles taking it up. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
George passes to Leonard. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Leonard inside, Powell on him, and it's good, 2 points.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And a deep 3 from George. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Cullen passes to Powell. Lillard outside. Down low. Here's Covington. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball. Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Outside, George trying to get open as Ibaka. And again, no good by the Clippers. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
The Clippers trail. Now, here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's Powell on the wing. 50 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Powell against Leonard. Morris outside. No good from outside.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Powell dishes to Covington. Powell against Leonard. Powell, the pass to McCollum. From deep. It's hauled in by George.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Morris finds Beverly. Back to Morris. Over McCollum. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Jones is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. Nobody near George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 6.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Simons surveying the D. But they'll get another chance. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And Patterson kicks to Batum. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jones, the pass to Simons. To the inside. Kanter. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Patterson. Zubac trying to break loose. Jones drives in. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The pass to Zubats. Here's Batum, and he uses the glass on the layup. Batum's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Anthony. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
How about the toughness from Hollis Jefferson on the interior? Fantastic at using his length close to the rack to get that contact.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Puts up a 3. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Back to Canner, and Canner throws it down.
Understanding how to play pick and roll is so crucial to a big man. Cantor with a nice roll.
Pass to Kennard. Zubats with it. Back to Kennard. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Simons, the pass to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Now Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Kennard. The tray. They get it back. And the dunk by Zubats.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your...
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac, who's out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. And it's Lillard missing. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Back to Patterson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Patterson's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard surveying the D. Misses the 3. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Jackson kicks to Kennard. 3-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
The pass to Patterson. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, I think this is where they'd like to see Patrick Patterson be effective, get his points in tight, make nice, efficient moves to the rim.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Batum finds Kennard. Covington against Batum. Here's Patterson. That one wide left.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Pass to McCollum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Ibaka wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, you think about the work Serge Ibaka has put in to enhance his three-point shooting. He has now become a modern NBA stretch 4.
Foul for 3. That shot missing, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Covington finds McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers leading by 5. Shot, high post, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Passes it to McCollum. Inside, Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Covington's got 10 points.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Leonard against Powell. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Lillard from deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will come the other way.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka against Nurkic. That one drops for him. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Patterson dishes to Jackson. Back to Patterson. There's the triple. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Batum inside the three-point line. Los Angeles with another miss. Covington kicks to Lillard. Powell against Kennard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Jackson passes to Patterson. Outside for Jackson. Now here's Patterson. Tight defense on him. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac's no good. The Trailblazers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And another turnover here by Portland. Clippers leading by 5.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The 3 from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Beverly. Morris, left side. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Jones. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Nice shot from the wing. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
To the middle. Here's Cantor. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. George dishes to Ibaka. To the inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Ibaka.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
McCollum outside. Over George. Here's Cantor. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Wow, the maturation of Enes Kanter. So fun to watch. The comfortability in a big-time moment. Love it.
George against McCollum. Outside Leonard. A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot from 12. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Powell. McCollum outside. Leonard with the steal. And that one, good.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Cantor. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
From deep, George. Powell pulls it in.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Outside, George. From deep three-point range. Lets it go from deep. Misses. So the Clippers with the win. Thank you, David. Great. and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
On defense, Portland. Doncic passes to Kleber. Doncic looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Over Richardson. No good on the shot. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass break, Dallas. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And Doncic, here we go. Bucket is good.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. They double-team McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kleber against Covington. From the arc, Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Cullen passes to Covington, and he gets it to go.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Passes to Kleber. Back to Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. For 3, Richardson. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor jump. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. Covington kicks to Powell. His three-pointer's off the mark. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Lillard against Brunson. Redick surveying the D. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum dishes to Powell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Pass to Simons. From deep. Kept alive. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Brunson. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's Simons. From deep three-point range, here's Hollis Jefferson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a... Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's...
Normal beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the one spot. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Anthony left side. 4 on the clock. The 15-footer. Good.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Brunson. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Hollis Jefferson with it. Covered by Reddick. Here's Simons. No good on the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Simons after J.J. Reddick's bucket. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Anthony trying to get open. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Cantor. The Maverick shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Brunson, good.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Jones.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Mavericks leading by 8. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Kleba with it. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Doncic with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis. All the way.
Watch out for low. Come on now. Throw it down.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. What confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And here is Kleber following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Doncic passes to Kleber, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Albert Covington picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And it's Lillard missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Lillard against Doncic. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. The shot's good.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And here is Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Puts it up. And that one hits back iron. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. The pass to Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Down low. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. And so it's Dallas. Heading to the bench with us. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. And Shaq. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Doncic against Lillard. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. And a miss there on the triple. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Porzingis has got the ball. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
The 7'3" Latvian Porzingis is used to overcoming tough defense. Poise from the big man.
McCollum fires from way outside. Unable to get that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. A 3 ball. Lillard scanning the floor. From downtown, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mavericks leading by 8. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Will it go? And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Richardson outside. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard the pass to Covington, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Now, here's Kleba. He has 6. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
When McCollum combines defense and offense, and he is so dangerous, a true impact player.
McCollum against Richardson. Here's Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Redick passes to Marjanovic. Basket good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Trailblazers trail by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. Six to shoot from past the arc. The Mavericks pull it in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Simons after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. .23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Runs in the pass to Redick. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
Very dangerous from outside the arc as he's been throughout his career. All Redick needs is a little separation, and he's golden.
Portland again missing. On deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop. He took it inside.
And as while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now here's Brunson. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Passes it to Anthony. Moving it up. Redick inside the line. Portland grabs the miss. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. Lock at 6. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
For the Trailblazers, Lillard with the bucket.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Releases. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 15. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Pass to McCollum. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's McCollum following the score by Dallas. Nurkic finds Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And it's the Mavericks with the ball following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And that one, good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Dallas.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Now McCollum after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Lillard finds Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Redick. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kicks it out to Lillard. The three from McCollum. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Inside, Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Now, here's Lillard. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. So, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. You got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. Now here is Ibaka. Back to Leonard. From deep three-point range. And no good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And it's Beverly missing. Hardaway finds Richardson. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hardaway, no good. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. George fires. Porzingis with the rebound.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Passes it to Doncic. Richardson outside. 5 to shoot. Dallas again missing. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. A 3 from Morris. Puts one up from 19. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And it's Doncic, top of the key. Off target from three-point range.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Kleba, no good.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Leonard against Doncic. The Clippers trail. To the middle. They need this one. Out to Morris. Back to Leonard. The 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Still without a basket in the game. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Hardaway, no good. 1:25 left in the first. Nobody near Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. The drive by Doncic. And Kleba slams it in.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Leonard finds Morris. And the shot is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Over Ibaka. Porzingis can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And George able to finish. It's a tie ball game.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Now, here's Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
you could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to Zubac. Here's Kennard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now, Cauley Stein. Finney Smith. Brunson up top. Guarded by Jackson. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Patterson. Back to Kennard. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Patterson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Pass to Redick. From the arc. But they get it back. No good on that one. Clippers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Redick, no good. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Los Angeles. Cousins, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Brunson off target from outside. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Cousins kicks to Jackson. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And stolen by Cousins. Jackson has the open look. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Brunson against Jackson. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on J.J. Redick.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go-around.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Kennard. Now, here's Zubac. Outside for Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Batum against Doncic. From beyond the arc and then some. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard for three. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
24 seconds left in the first half. And the rejection by Zubats.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. It'll count. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Mavericks leading. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
The pass to Ibaka. Kicks it to Leonard. Passes it to Beverley. Clock at 4. George against Doncic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. Porzingis with the ball. George picks him up. Doncic against George. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And here is Doncic after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Fires from deep. Doncic, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Down low, here's Morris. It's tipped. Beverley against Richardson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Now, here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beverley against Richardson. And Beverley kicks to George. For the tie, the Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Hardaway for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Ibaka, this is to Beverley. Leonard against Hardaway. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Beverley. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:53 left to play in the third. Doncic finds Richardson. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks leading by 8. Beyond the arc. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 1:03 left to play in the third. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. A steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Batum with the steal. There's Jackson with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 6 points.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Here's Brunson. Fouled on the shot and picked. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was...
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got J.J. Redick. Marjanovic is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Patterson. That one's not going to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And here's Brunson. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
He was all alone on that one. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jackson with it. Pass to Kennard. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
A fierce competitor. Kennard fires back with a 3 of his own.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth to the left side wing. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's George. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Richardson, good.
I like they're calling Richardson's number, showing confidence in his ability to make that shot.
Beverly looking around. Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Now, here's Doncic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the inside. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Here's Doncic. A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Left side of Ibaka. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. The three from George. Knocks down the three ball.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Doncic. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Morris outside. Offline with his three. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Kleba finds Doncic. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. George against Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
And a miss there on the triple. Now Doncic. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. It's stolen by Ibaka. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And too long on the shot. So we see the Mavericks get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the two-guard spot. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Now here's Jones. Passes to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Paul George with the steal. Beverley wide open. It's good from long range.
And Beverley has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Lillard from deep three-point land. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Leonard. Out to Ibaka. Shoots the 3. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard left side. George against Jones. The feed now to Nurkic, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Covington wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Beverley. Pass to George. Pass to Ibaka. And it's Leonard at the elbow. That one goes in.
Yeah, for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Lillard. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Nurkic finds Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And George.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beverly the pass to George. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Lillard looking around. The pass to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Here's Covington. They grab their own miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Outside, George. He kicks it to Ibaka. From deep. The shot by George, no good. Tie game in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Patrick Patterson, Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubats in at center.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here's McCollum for 3. For rebound by Patterson. And it's the Clippers ball. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, they set Kennard up so well. He takes a composed shot and drains it.
McCollum against Kennard. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Passes it to Cantor. And here's McCollum. No good on the triple. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 3. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. Five on the clock. To the paint. Good on the shot.
Oh, man, what focus from Jackson. Just nailing the shot right before the shot clock buzzer.
Kennard against McCollum. Simons surveying the D. Back to McCollum. This one for 3. Portland no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Simons. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Patterson. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Clippers leading by 3. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Simons. A three-pointer off the mark. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Kennard kicks to Zubac. From downtown, Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Anthony. The putback and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Jackson dishes to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Simons. And here's Kanter. Zubac defending. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A 3 from McCollum. They get it back. Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got 6.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Kennard the pass to Patterson. Here's Jackson. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And here we go. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Enes Kanter, Ande Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Zubac, that's good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Batum finds Kennard. Takes the three. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's the three. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to McCollum. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Kennard against McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Patterson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Simons, the pass to McCollum. No good from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And George kicks to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's McCollum. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 7 points in the game.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
George against McCollum. From deep three-point range. George, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. And the basket by McCollum. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
Beverly finds George. Now here's Zubac. Now Beverly. Here's Morris. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard looking around. Pass to Zubac. And he banks in the layup. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Kicks it to McCollum. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. That one falls. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Clippers leading by 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Beverly finds Ibaka. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here is Lillard. Shoots. Here's Covington.
I really like the hustle of Morris. He does a terrific job crowding the shooters.
And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Patrick Beverly. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside, George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Now, here's Lillard. Takes a three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Leonard with the ball. Back to Beverly. Leonard with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 6.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Beverly against Lillard. Outside, Jones. Portland needs to get off a shot. Cuts it 5 from 18. Here's Nurkic. Good.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Beverly against Lillard. Here's George. Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Beverly against Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Rebound by the Clippers.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
A three from Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. For the three. They get the rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Beverly against Lillard. Ibaka right side. From 20 feet out. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 7. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 10 points for Damian Lillard.
Gotta admire the passion Leonard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
George against Jones. Morris passes to George. And that one is good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Here's Lillard. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
In the corner, it's Morris. Fires for 3. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Powell finds Lillard. Now here's Jones, defended by George. Three-pointer, Lillard. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Now Beverly. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. Can't waste any time here.
And you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
It's Jones on the wing. The three. Gets the three to fall.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, it's completely absent, right? I mean, when the effort is this poor, you're kind of deserving this score.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. is out there with Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Doncic. Kleba, no good. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jones. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Yeah, very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's the double team with Covington. Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Now Hardaway Jr. up over top right there, rising up.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic outside. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Jones nails both of them. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Doncic passes to Kleba. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Covington. Good, nice job down low.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Doncic missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Mavericks with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Portland trailing here. Here's Lillard. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard looking around. He kicks to Covington. 18 feet out. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now the pass to Nurkic. Doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Richardson gets a wide open look. The offensive rebound.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. Kicks to Powell. Fires the three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Now Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Richardson. 3 seconds left. He lays it in. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he's allowed to get in there, and once he does, he's aggressive enough to play through contact.
It's... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Up again. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you."
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Simons. 5 to shoot. A floater. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Dallas leading by 13. Marjanovic passes to Redick. Count that one.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here's McCollum for 3. Leaps for it. Portland again missing. Now the Mavericks with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Brunson. Sweet little floater. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the D attempted to foul Cantor before he got that shot off, but too late. Results in the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Here's Finney-Smith. He lobs it up.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Redick against McCollum. Shoots over Redick. Great D that time from Redick.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Redick finds Marjanovic. Back to Redick. Lets the three fly. And Cantor pulls it down. And so it's Anthony bringing it up to Portland.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then CJ getting slicked.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 15-5 run. The deep three from Redick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Offensive rebound. Cantor. The layup off target.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 20. One-on-one here. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Brunson kicks to Redick. There's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Redick's got 11 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
McCollum outside. And he converts the layup.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter. And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And the basket is good. Simons has got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. And that'll about do it as
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the power forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Now here's Lillard. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Three-pointer. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Passes it to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his first points in this one.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here is Kleber. After Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Kleber with the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Powell. Launches a three, tries to save it, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From deep. That shot off, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Trailblazers ball.
Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Dallas leading by 17. From deep, Richardson. Powell pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Doncic, great positioning on the putback.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Covington wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And they double up Doncic. A pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Lillard against Doncic. To halt the run, and it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Porzingis. Richardson finds Kleba. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Doncic with it. Jones covering. A pass to Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Hardaway with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Powell against Doncic. And there's the pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Powell down low. Guarded by Doncic. To the middle. Here's Lillard. Shot to stop the run. No good on the layup.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Powell dishes to Anthony. Back to Powell. And that one goes long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And here's McCollum for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Brunson against Lillard. Brunson the pass to Redick. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Pass to Canner. In the corner, Powell with it. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Anthony. Dishes to Lillard. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. Dallas again missing. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony. Wow, hammering it in.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact and score the ball.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. McCollum outside. Hollis Jefferson in the post. A nice shot by Simons.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Feeds to Reddick. Stolen by McCollum. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Reddick. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Jacks up a 3. Here's Marjanovic. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, Reddick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. McCollum deciding where to go with it. No good on the 3. Mavericks leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Both good from the line that time. Now here's Brunson. Reddick with the 3. Dallas moving it around. There's the triple. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Cauley Stein against Anthony. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Pulls up on the wing. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drills the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Cullen passes to Simons. For 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
And here's Brunson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.